You can have an agreement with whoever you live with, a mutual agreement. If you see me falling asleep, spiritually speaking, in other words, becoming unconscious, please let me know. I will be thankful. At least I'm telling you that now. I won't. Now, the person who has gone unconscious, when you first address the unconsciousness, it depends how far your partner has already gone down the rabbit hole. So if he or she hasn't gone down too far, he or she will still hear you when you ask, have you perhaps become unconscious? Are you still awake? But if he or she, and then he says, oh, thank you, well, thank you. But if he or she has gone further down the rabbit hole, then when you say those words, they won't hear you anymore, because only the unconsciousness, the unconscious entity, which may be associated with the pain body, the unconscious entity will be listening to you. The emotional field, the mental emotional pattern will have taken over that human being completely, like some horror movie. It completely taken over by whatever you want to call it. Don't want to put any strange images in your mind. You can find them on the internet. So it's been taken over by this strange entity, and then of course your partner won't hear you because he or she will be completely asleep. And it's possible then that the entity will talk back at you and won't be happy. But then it's your next task then is not to react to the entity, which is an energy field that has taken over that human being. Because if you react, you give it more energy. Now, that's a non-reaction, however, does not mean that you close the shutters around you, metaphorically speaking. And then you say, nothing can touch me anymore. I'm safe behind these shutters. And you can talk to the entity and say, whatever you say, I don't care. That's not it. That's not, because you separate yourself also from the possibility of staying in contact with who is truly there, that human being. So don't use the shutters. What does work is, first of all, to accept that this is what has just happened, that this human being right now is in that particular state of deep unconsciousness. This is what is. So you might as well accept it, because even if you don't, it won't make any difference. So say yes to the present moment. This is the dictum I often repeat. Say yes to the present moment, no matter what form it takes. And it may take the form of an unconscious human being right there in front of you. So you recognize what has happened. You don't confuse this entity that temporarily has taken over your beautiful partner. You don't confuse that with who your beautiful partner, beautiful outside or inside or both, certainly beautiful inside if you get to their real being. You don't confuse who that real being is. So you recognize what has happened, and that makes it easier for you not to be in a state of reactivity to that the unconsciousness and the entity, and thereby you don't strengthen it.